In the heart of a bustling city, Ryan Parker led a life that many would describe as unremarkable. He worked as a mid-level accountant at a firm, lived in a modest apartment, and maintained a routine that revolved around work, grocery shopping, and the occasional evening with friends. Ryan was content with his life, though he often daydreamed about the possibilities that might await him beyond his predictable existence, dreams of travel, adventure, and freedom. Little did he know his ordinary life was about to be transformed in the most unexpected way. One Tuesday afternoon, Ryan bought a lottery ticket on a whim. The jackpot had soared to an astronomical amount, and despite his usual disinterest in gambling, he felt a fleeting impulse to purchase a ticket. It lay in his wallet for a week until the drawing night arrived. As he watched TV, half-heartedly checking the numbers, Ryan's eyes widened in disbelief. His ticket matched every single number. He had won the lottery, a staggering $30 million. Initially, Ryan was overwhelmed with shock. He double-checked the numbers, convinced he was dreaming. As the realization of his windfall settled in, he faced a daunting truth. Managing and concealing this massive fortune would be fraught with challenges. The possibilities were endless, paying off debts, traveling the world, and acquiring a luxurious home. But Ryan knew that disclosing his win would attract unwanted attention and disrupt his life in ways he couldn't yet predict. Understanding the gravity of his situation, Ryan sought the counsel of a trusted financial advisor, Mr. Thompson. During their meeting, Ryan expressed his concerns about keeping his win a secret. "It's crucial to handle this discreetly," Mr. Thompson advised. "We'll need to set up trusts, make discreet investments, and avoid drawing unnecessary attention." Following Mr. Thompson's guidance, Ryan established a series of trusts and anonymous accounts to manage his newfound wealth. The strategy was to shield his identity and maintain a semblance of normalcy. Ryan's immediate goal was to continue living his life as normally as possible, while the financial team worked on managing the assets. As the weeks passed, maintaining the secrecy of his fortune proved to be more challenging than Ryan had anticipated. He found himself living a double life, juggling between his routine job and the reality of his new wealth. The first challenge emerged when his close friend Mike began to notice Ryan's unusual behavior. Mike, who had always been perceptive, sensed that something was amiss. He observed Ryan's growing restlessness and occasional absences and grew concerned. Despite his suspicions, Mike's attempts to probe Ryan were met with vague excuses and evasions, which only fueled his curiosity. The strain of keeping such a monumental secret began to take its toll on Ryan. The constant need to appear ordinary and unremarkable weighed heavily on him. He continued to work diligently at his job, but the pressure of concealing his wealth affected his performance and interactions. Social gatherings became increasingly stressful as Ryan struggled to balance his newfound affluence with his public persona. Another hurdle came when Ryan's family noticed his sudden changes in behavior. His parents, who were used to seeing their son as a modest and unassuming individual, began to worry about his increased secrecy and sudden bouts of anxiety. They questioned him about his well-being, but Ryan's evasions only deepened their concern. The internal conflict grew as Ryan tried to maintain his facade. He had to navigate social interactions carefully, avoid any conspicuous displays of wealth, and constantly remind himself to act like the person he had always been. The situation reached a boiling point when Ryan's boss, Mr. Davis, called him into his office for a performance review. During the meeting, Mr. Davis noted Ryan's recent drop in productivity and asked if everything was okay. Ryan, on edge, struggled to maintain his composure and deflected with a feigned explanation of stress from personal issues. The encounter left Ryan feeling even more isolated and frustrated. One evening, while attending a friend's birthday party, Ryan overheard a conversation about a local news segment covering a series of high-profile thefts. The discussion centered around a new surge in luxury goods being targeted. As he listened, Ryan felt a chill run down his spine. The mention of these thefts made him acutely aware of the risks associated with his secret fortune. The potential for someone discovering his wealth or making an assumption based on his behavior became a pressing concern. The situation reached its climax when Ryan received a phone call from an unfamiliar number. The caller claimed to be a private investigator hired by an anonymous client to uncover information about him. The investigator mentioned a substantial reward for cooperation and suggested that Ryan's secret might be at risk if he didn't comply. Panic surged through Ryan. The idea of someone potentially discovering his fortune and exposing it to the public was terrifying. He felt cornered and vulnerable. In a desperate bid to protect himself, Ryan decided to come clean to Mike, hoping his friend would understand and offer support. Meeting at a quiet cafe, Ryan revealed the truth about his lottery win and the complexities of managing such a vast sum while keeping it a secret. Mike listened in stunned silence, processing the gravity of the situation. Once Ryan finished, Mike took a moment to gather his thoughts before responding. He assured Ryan that while the situation was indeed challenging, he would support him and help him navigate the complexities of his new reality. Mike's support provided Ryan with a sense of relief, but the problem of the private investigator remained. He had to find a way to address this threat while preserving his privacy and protecting his newfound wealth. After a tense week of strategizing with Mr. Thompson, Ryan decided to take proactive measures. They implemented additional security measures and worked on creating a more robust plan to safeguard Ryan's assets and personal information. They also explored legal avenues to address the investigator's threat, ensuring that Ryan's privacy was protected. As Ryan continued to navigate the complexities of his secret fortune, he learned valuable lessons about trust, secrecy, and the true nature of happiness. His relationship with Mike grew stronger as they faced the challenges together. Ryan's experiences taught him the importance of honesty and the value of genuine connections over superficial appearances. The journey was arduous and fraught with obstacles, but it ultimately led Ryan to a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. By the end of the ordeal, Ryan had not only protected his secret, but also forged a path toward personal growth and self-discovery. His story served as a poignant reminder that true fulfillment comes not from material wealth, but from the relationships and experiences that enrich our lives.